finally in 2018, and then the doping got in the way, squarely in the way. And there the car sits. It's there. I have it. Just can't put it back together. First pair out. James Boots, sporting the Audi. Bruce Bosley, 68 Camaro. The Audi's going to have a 5-second and change head start. This is why bracket racing is fun. You don't have to be faster to go and compete against your buddy or whoever else. Getting a freebie heading on down the track. Dial 1550 runs 1604. You may notice that there is not the full element of precision in Super Shifter that you see in a couple of the other categories. But remember, the fun factor offsets any difference you see in the numbers. To run in this class, you kind of have to have some of your fasteners not really up to their described torque specification, and I don't mean on the car. Here's Alejandro Razzo. Haven't seen him out in a while. Here's David Olney. Last year's champ. It's not pretty, but David Olney goes double 09 red. That's one of those time slips that makes you go, no! Yeah, 9 foul red versus 177 green, but as I preach all the time, bad green beats good red every time. So Razzo will be back for round number 2. Ooh, and here comes the Prez. Zippel's club president himself, Dick Arnold. Probably spent more on manual transmission parts in this car than I spend on my whole annual racing budget for a slow automatic car. But anyway, all about how much fun you have. And again, if you haven't ever run something like this, it's hard to describe because the fun factor is so far off the charts that that's it. You're never ever cured of wanting to run a stick car. Once you do it once, forget it. Reaction advantage went to Arnold. He was 64 green. Eases across to a 978. Becker was a little tardy on the tree and a little further off the number. And it does my heart good to see this many stick cars come from one event. When Super Shifter first started, there were some races where we had 6, 8, 10 cars. Now this event is a one-off deal and it's hyped up pretty good, but there's 30 plus cars here. We've got 6 rounds of great. Reaction advantage of only 2 lanes. Probably not listening on the radio, but you never know. And Edwards just not getting there. Parker picking up the win. That light that starts with a 1 something was able to overcome it and is good for the win. Here's Jared Bisgay, sporting the mighty V-Dub Jetta. And there's Holly Maisel, Volkswagen Bug. The people's car versus the people's car. They're only .14 apart on the handicap, but you can measure this race with a stock calendar. There we go. All right, we got 2 green. Well, it was green. We'll talk about Walter. 16-second cars go down the track, but I'll manage. Jerry's going to get there first. Double breakout. Biscay breaks out by less. He'll be back on the ladder for round number 2. When your car is broken for 6 years, there's a whole lot of different players here that you don't recognize. It makes it more fun. There's a whole lot of cars here that I haven't seen run before. This is cool. look like gold. See, in Super Pro, you have all those fancy electronics, and you got delay boxes and crossover boxes and crosstalk. If you ever want to have fun with a stick racer, try to explain crosstalk as used in Super Pro. That's a life there. Rolling through the gears. Man, I miss doing this. Double breakout again. Rich Graves picks up the win. Breaking out by less. It's not how overall awesome you do with bracket racing in any category. It's just a matter of if you do better than your opponent. But it gave you the rundown of the $1 million race final back east yesterday. 8,000 total in the final was good enough. 8,000 total beat them. Here goes Bear Summer. Been a track champ this many times. Here's Poppino. Double breakout. Bruce Poppino picking up the win. Dragster Roadster needs you guys ready to go. Dragster Roadster gets suited up, loaded up. It's just about time. So Bruce Poppino, he'll be back on the ladder for round number 2. Here comes Ron McBee in his shoebox Chevy. Here's JP, Pearl Option. He doesn't just call him JP. And they're not necessarily supposed to be. Forward by 8,000 seconds. JP gets the win. Back. Overcomes the reaction deficit, but it was enough to pick up the win light. Shifter is kind of like a category dedicated to the theory of you're doing it wrong. And that's what makes it so much. '77 car. Looks like he's going to quite make it. Sure enough, John gets the win. 44 and a 37. Both not bad, but not good enough either. And out of hiding for many, many moons, it is Randy Ashley. Okay, maybe it won't get best appearing car. Maybe it never got best designed car back at the track. It's got a 4-speed and it's fast. Wildcat Auto sponsor, right? Randy Ashley leaving first. Scott Nation, 69 starts. Get there first, and he breaks out trying to stay out front. Scott Nation with a 34 light, runs one off his dial. That actually wouldn't be a bad pass in Motorsports either. I will pick on the Super Pro races a little bit. That 34 reaction time was better than a whole lot of delay boxes just with lights in the last round with Super Pro. Maybe Super Pro needs to change it. Here comes Jamie Ross. The main man, you get a lot of gimmies. Runs 10:02 and it's 10:05. He'll be back again for round number 2. So as technology advances and cars get quicker over all the years, all the cars that run trans brakes and this and that, this is just a snapshot of old. Man, that's gotta be fun to drive. breakout. He picks up the win. He took a whole bunch of strife, but he still prevailed on double breakout. See, if both competitors go underneath their dial, it's whoever goes underneath by the less amount. Again, it's not if you do spectacular every run or not. All you have to do is miss by less than your opponent. Here's Pat Byron. This might be the fastest car in the class. He's out 8:53. There's John Eastburn and his 409 powered 62 Impala. Oh, Bel Air, my bad. But yes, it is a W motor powering this car. Eastburn stay out front. Double breakout again. Pat Byron picking up the win. He breaks out by less. He took a 19,000 stripe. That's about perfect in the slower class, if you will. And it's good for the win. Eastburn breaking out by 800, trying to stay out front. And here's another demonstration of why bracket racing is cool. Having painfully stopped. Picking up the win. Another 148 light on a 1983 dial. Breaks out by a couple of days. Doesn't matter. He did better than the other lane because he didn't red light. Logan will be back. Here comes Pat Byron in his Camaro. Don Sartwell, Ford Falcon, gasser style. Quick correction on dial in. 410 handicap here. Go left hand lane. Start well, 43 green. So what matters is it was green. He's already the winner. Runs 26 on a 41. Like I said, there is a noticeable lack of precision associated with the stick category. But the fun factor, the meter breaks when you try and measure it. Here's John Davidson, dial 1220 in his pug. Lights green. One moment that the tree turns on, it doesn't matter. You get a win when you're on a single as long as it stays in the car. Davidson will be back. It's a single.